Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to discuss something that I think I have a lot of information about simply because I have been doing this for a long time, and that is running my own Discord server. And I have asked people if they wanted this type of video, basically just my own personal tips and tricks onto how to run their own Discord server. And I'm obviously not going to talk about a topic that I don't know about, but thankfully I have been running my server for almost 2 years, and unfortunately there have been some mishaps throughout the road. I will explain all that in a second. But today's video will be just some basic tips and tricks onto how to run your own Discord server and hopefully get it nice and successful. I think this is like a pretty straightforward video. I'll have everything that necessary linked below. I'll probably make a document simplifying everything I say in this video, but I do recommend you watch everything fully because I will be talking a lot in depth about what I did to make my server successful in my opinion. And yeah, I have everything on my iPad because I am a shitty little iPad kid. I wrote everything down so it's like nice and organized, and yeah, I'm excited to talk about how I got my Discord server big in the first place, so keep watching. Okay, so first things first, if you are new to my channel, if you've never heard of me, or you know, this is just a video you clicked out of interest, I wouldn't talk about something I don't know about, so we're gonna talk about my credentials. Why do I think I know about Discord or servers or how to run one? And that is because I've been running one for 2 years. I had 3 servers in total, and every single server I had has over 20,000 members. My very first server I made in June of 2020. Unfortunately got deleted on March 9th, 2021, and that is because it got nuked and raided. Unfortunately got deleted. But that server had about 27,000 members. I will try my best to post proof screenshots. I may not have it, but I know people you can ask around. My second server that I made following my first server, same concept, same aesthetic that I had. That one reached 35,000 members. However, it got deleted in November 27th, 2021. So I only had that server from March to November, but it got 35,000 members. And I'm not fucking, like, I'm not lying. And then my third server that I currently still own was from November to current day. And unfortunately, it's kind of growing a little slower. But it's still pretty good. I'm reaching about 18,000 members, I believe, or 17,000 members. But the point is that all of my servers that I had have been really, really successful, and I want to share all of my tips on how I grew it, how I ran it, basically everything that I pretty much know. But yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a longer video, but I'm really hoping that you guys will be able to understand me and just kind of like get my flow and get some information out of this, because I would really love to share this information. So let's do this. So first bullet point on my list, we need to establish a theme. A theme of your server is basically the purpose of your server. You know, why do you want to make this server? What is it for? Who is your audience? Because you really want to know who your audience is. For example, my server is a Roblox developer server. Roblox developers are a huge community, and I basically made my server to help out people who are new in this community, need a place to start, maybe like make some business, grow. So it's basically like a marketplace as well. So I had my audience, and my audience ranges from about 13-15-year-olds who are interested in developing in Roblox. That was my initial audience. Actually, my initial audience was just towards designers, but then I spread out to an entire marketplace, which would consist of Roblox designers, GFX makers, artists, editors, builders, scripters, and a lot more. So I was able to start from one certain niche and grow to the entire Roblox developer community, which is huge because I've had great successes in all of my servers that I've owned. So that's a theme. So another example of a theme would be like some people make like fan pages or like a celebrity following type of Discord server. I think that's very popular. While I do think it's a great thing, you should be able to stand out. So for example, there's a lot of like Ariana Grande Discord servers. Like for me, if you want to grow your own server, you're going to want it to make it unique. So if you are going to pick a topic that is very common, have something in your server that stands out and appeals to the audience that you want to serve. So for example, I doubt people who are watching this are gonna do something like business related to their Discord servers. Like for example, if you want to market towards a product that's not what my video is going to be talking about really, because I don't really know anything about marketing or business. I'm like a fucking 18-year-old that just loves the internet. But yeah, you're going to want to have a theme. Pick that, whatever that may be. Have an audience circulating around that theme. Who do you want to target? You know, whether that be fans or people who, you know, play this certain game. Maybe you want to make like a game fan page. Like, for example, I'm doing Roblox, we do Call of Duty. But yeah, you just gotta pick a theme and stick to it. You know, and you want to be original. So please no weird, like, niche ideas. Like, you know, pick something that is people know what it is and people are interested in it. Something that's current, trendy, whatever. It's up to you. You pick your theme, your audience, and you stick to it, and I promise you will have a community. And that's the next thing I want to talk about, building a community. And that is a huge thing, because in my community, I was very active in it. You know what I mean? I would always talk in my community. I would always, you know, make sure that people know that their owner is active and participating in the community that they build. Your Discord server is not a business, you know, it's not like a business where the owner is just never there and you have the moderators running it. It's not true. You should be an active participant in your community because you want people to know that you're there for them, and that's the whole point, or at least in my point of view, that's how I feel. Like, you always want to have this perfect communication between your members and the owner, because they do look up to you. Like, you are the owner, so you have some kind of figure of authority, and you want people to understand you, and you know, they let them see you as a human, and it's amazing. Like, you'll see the results of being a part of your community. So yeah, moving on. We're gonna have a little ginger ale break because I'm a little thirsty. It's time to create your server. I'm assuming that you didn't create your server yet, but if you do have your server already, this is what it should consist of. Neat channels. You want people to join your server and not get like bombarded with channels. I mean, I'm kind of a hypocrite because I have like 200 channels in mine, but I try to make it as aesthetically pleasing as possible. People might disagree with me. I've gotten like several complaints like, oh, your server is too messy. Guys, it's hard. I have a lot of channels. I have to have them. But yeah, you want to have neat channels. I'll have some examples in the video. But neat channels that serve your purpose. So whatever it is that your server's purpose is, you want to have channels that serve that purpose. So let's say you're like a gaming server, make sure you have gaming channels, something like that. You want to have voice channels like VCs. You're going to want to invite bots. People don't know what that is. If you don't know what that is, bots essentially just make your server better. They help with moderation, maybe some cool roles. They have some games your community can play together. I'm going to recommend some personally for just what I use. I use Me6 for my leveling up system. I did pay for that, so I mean, if you want, there are other alternatives to that. But I use Me6. It's great for everything, literally. The dashboard is amazing. Yeah, I use Me6 to level up, so the more people talk in my server, the higher the level is, and you get a certain level and roles for that. I use Dino for moderation, which is super good. For example, you know, I use it for ban, warn, kick, just logging everything moderation based. And yeah, those are my two main bots. I have a ton of more. I don't have them with me right now, but I will create a list in the document or just post it right here so you guys know what bots I personally love to use. And next thing you want to do, you want to create cool roles. So for some reason, people are obsessed with having roles. I understand why. It's just to stand out in the community. But you want to have cool roles. You want to have maybe people who are more active in your server have a better role or whatever. They go up higher in like the leaderboard or whatever. But you're going to want to have a cool rank up system too. That's the whole point. You want people to be active in your community because you want people to get these cool roles. Like, it's just like a rewarding system. That's what people really, really like, and I've noticed it helped a lot in my server. So a rank up system is very important. The more you talk, the cooler your role. I guess you could get like a badge next to your name or whatever. I don't know, something cute. And make sure you are personally in love with your server, with your community. You want to make sure that you are making everything to your standards. It is your server, so don't let anyone tell you what to do. You know, like, let it be ran the way you want it to be ran, and of course take suggestions from the people who are in your community. You know, don't make it like a dictatorship. Nobody likes a dictator. Just have people pitch in to what they want to add in the server. Make them feel included, because I feel like that's super important, you know. you know, you want to be a friend to everyone in your server. You don't want to be like a villain and have people be like, oh, this owner is so certain ways. So, you know, make sure your server is aesthetic, clean, great moderation, good rules. You know, everything has to be in line. I feel like it has to be clean and organized. And if you already have this, you're already finished up to the step, you have your server, you feel confident in it, and you just need help getting it active and have it grow members, then keep watching, because I have some excellent tips for you. Alright, so after you have your server, you are going to need, like I said before, moderation system. So you're going to want to find moderators, basically people who are just admins, make sure your server is like not completely chaotic and just calm. Whenever I started, I had good friends that helped me moderate my server. Awesome, shout out to them, they know who they are. But I had them moderate my server, and you know, I started from like ground zero too. You know, I didn't have a fan base, I didn't have a platform really. But yeah, I was able to just create a mini community. I literally had like 200 members, and those 200 members came from TikTok. I was not famous on TikTok either, so it was just like one video that blew up of mine that helped me gain traction, and then people just spread the word. I feel like I did not spend a penny on promos or nothing. So people joined my server because they talked about it with their friends and they were like, oh, this server is really good. You know, it was word of mouth. So you really want to keep that going, word of mouth. And if you don't have a platform anywhere, like YouTube or TikTok, like it's fine. Like many Discord server owners don't have that. But you are going to want to have a community that is unique or follows a certain audience or niche, that once you start gaining traction in that sort of field, like you start getting people from that audience to join, they're going to invite their friends like, oh, this place is cool for whatever your server's purpose is. I promise you'll get members. But of course, the more unspecific your community is, the better, because you'll get more people coming. You know, small niche gets small group of people, and a big niche gets big loads of people. So, you're gonna want to host. This is what I do. I hosted events and giveaways. For example, I do a lot of Roblox giveaways in my server. I host events like playing games together, like game nights. It's pretty fun. We do karaoke. We do like just cool shit like that. I go a lot on VC. Like, I'm a very active member in my own community because I want people to know that I am there. I am a present person in that community, and I'm always there to make friends with them. I'm a very open person. I'm very active in the chat too. Like, I have no life. But even when I was in college, I made sure people knew that I was still there and I was an active member. So, I don't recommend invite contests. Invite contests essentially is like, oh, if you invite your friends, if you get a certain amount of invites, you'll get whatever prize, a gift card or Robux, whatever. Don't do it. That is how you get inactive members. You don't want bots in your fucking server, okay? Like, people make that mistake all the time, and I understand when they make the mistake, because you guys are valuing member count versus the actual members. The purpose is here not to care about the number of the people that are in your server. You want to know the quality of the people who are in your server. You want people to be active. I'd rather have 200 active people in my server than 20,000 people who are just not there at all. You want to have an active community, because you don't want literal bots in your server. You want people who talk every day and keep the hype and keep the energy going. You don't want fucking like robots who just sit in your like fucking member list just sitting there. You don't want that. You want them to be active. That's the whole point. So, you want to also make friends in your community. If you're going to be an owner, you are going to want to make friends in your community. You're going to want them to be like, holy shit, this owner is awesome. And how you're going to do that is by talking in your chat every day and making friends, like genuine friends in your server. And by being a genuine friend, I mean like hang out with them, talking to them, like, you know, just online gaming bullshit. And you'll see people are going to they're going to be like, oh my god, I want to be friends with the owner, so they get more and more active in your chat. And there you go, people are going to be like, oh my god, this owner is so awesome. And it's not a form of manipulation, really. It's just a form of being a friend. Like, you want to be a genuine person, because there's so many Discord server owners out there that are literal robots. And I know you guys know what I'm talking about. They're just never there. You don't want to be that owner. That's why the Discord server is always so dry. You don't want a dry server. You want a wet, moist server like mine. My server got it, so you should join my server. But yeah, if all of that doesn't work and you feel like you're really in a dead end, you should advertise on TikTok. Guys, you need to take advantage of free promotion, and that is TikTok. You need to be like, yo, my server is so fucking cool. Make memes, make jokes on TikTok, and like literally tag your Discord server link. You want that. You want people to join your server, and you gotta make it so the server that you are promoting looks super cool, super interesting. People will join. They will get on the For You page. If you know how to advertise and market correctly, it will get on the For You page, I promise. And then people will join, and people will be active, and you gotta keep them. So once you get these members, you can't have them be dry. You gotta have them stay active. Exactly how I said it. Host game nights, be proactive member of the community, you know, have a cool rank up system, you know, create a leaderboard. I don't even know, like some cool interesting things about keep these people active, and it will work, I promise. I did this with all 3 of my servers, which all have been very, very successful. And yes, you can make real money off of these Discord servers if you put your brain to it. Okay, I can't say nothing because it might be against like terms of service or some shit, but you can make real money off of this through promotions and advertisements. And I'm serious, like once you take all these tips in and just really absorb it, you will understand that running a Discord server is not just running a server, it's running a community that you have to be an active part of. Because think about it, it's not just like these are your people, these are your friends, they all look up to you, and you know, once your server grows more and more, it's just like you gotta know how to maintain it, and you can't let this server just dry out like the Sahara Desert because you gave up on it. No, there's also just giving up. You gotta take your ass, put a mindset to it, and just do it. And I promise there will be results. Do not value the quantity of members, but rather the quality of members. Seriously, like that's the biggest mistake anyone can make. Be like, oh, I want this many members, and have all of them just be dry and bots and just not even have a community. That's just like a stupid thing to do. You want to have people invite real friends, real people, and have them be active in your community. And I promise it would all pay off. Give it some time, you know what I mean? I got nuked twice, literally. My server was literally in shambles. I had to restart from scratch twice. And you know what? My methods continue to work. I started from 0 like everyone else, then I made my way up, and you know, it was awesome. Oh god, I was like literally off center this entire time. I think I've basically covered everything. If not, I'll have more footage of just me explaining everything that I said, because sometimes I just ramble. I don't know, it's just a me type of thing. But yeah, I hope I helped with the information. I will definitely be posting more about Discord servers and how to set one up, like more specifically how to set one up. I can explain bots to you guys. I'm very very professional with it. Yeah, if you have any more questions, please comment them down below. I will be trying my best to answer everyone's question. Unfortunately, I cannot get in depth here in terms of setting up a server, or you know, running more specifically my moderation system, my rules. I want everyone to be creative with their own system, their own rules. You know, remember to follow Discord terms of service, and I promise your creativity will get you far. You just have to trust yourself and understand, like, even if it's okay, like, you can ask people for help if you feel like you're not creative enough. Ask people for ideas, you know, be like, hey, how should I run the server? What should I do? And if you're having trouble with even setting up a server in general, there's a lot of tutorials online on how to set one up. You know, don't get discouraged. Like, Discord's pretty intimidating, but I promise it's pretty easy, and you'll get the hang of it, and you know, you can make real life money out of this. I don't really know if I could say how specifically, but you can. Through, you know, membership channels and all that stuff. But yeah, once you get an audience going, you can always make money, you know, different ways. So if you like this video, like and thumbs up, and if not, I'm sorry you don't like the video, but I will see you all in another video. And yeah, have a good night.